Sit, turn type, sit. Good boy. Ruff.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running. Liftoff.
You know, I'm almost sad that it's done, but it's just almost because this was a hectic week of wrestling, and WrestleMania weekend was a jam-packed weekend. Thank goodness I did not buy $400 tickets so I could sit way up where I can't see what the hell is going on in the ring.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, I get it. You know, I had somebody who was saying like, you know, it's all about the vibe. You got to be there for what it is and such. But I guess because I've been there already, that I'm already like, all right, whatever. But for me, it's not, honestly, it's not even worth it. Honestly, it's just like, you know, I could stay at home or watch it like at the bar like we did to enjoy it. Shout out to the Seneca, man, for you guys. They didn't believe it. I told them we were coming, and we sure enough came through. And shout out for everybody who came through, showing love to Turnbuckle Tabloid, New York Wrestling, New York Wrestling Media, Ring Fanatics, and Shay and Sons. Man, you guys did an awesome job pulling up, and to the people at the Seneca, man, you guys held it down. Next time, got to put more people on staff. Yeah, we came thick. We came with the thunder. But yeah, man. So
When we say our people are coming, they're coming.
oh, please. Ariana is in the building. Mike is in the building. We are doing our WrestleMania recap, and there is so much on the table to discuss. Before I even go to night one and night two, just your thoughts about the Hall of Fame that went down. I had to watch it afterwards because I was not gonna stay up that whole time to watch the whole thing. Ariana, did you get to watch the Hall of Fame?
No.
Mike, did you?
I saw. Yeah, I've seen. I watched it. I mean, original start time. What did they say? 2 in the morning.
It was like one something in the morning. Yeah.
And I will say it's like, come on. I mean, overall, I think it was a nice ceremony. I really didn't see a lot of people. I know Punk was like talking about himself a little bit, but I mean, it's fucking CM Punk at this point. So you get what you get. I think the only speech I found weird was hearing anything talking about his wife, Michelle McCool. It's like, it doesn't sound right coming from him. I felt like one of the other women should have spoke for her, like maybe Victoria, like somebody Michelle McCool worked with, talked about her a little bit. But I mean, overall, it was nice. I mean, fuck you, Tony Khan, and Sting do the one thing Lex Luger wanted in his whole life. Like, seriously, that was a really annoying thing, but it is what it is. So
he's under contract.
I guess so, but
yeah.
I mean, I'm not mad at him for that. I mean, I get it. It's business.
Yeah.
Right, but you could do one thing, but whatever. It is what it is.
Triple H would have done the same thing if somebody on AEW wanted it. So
yeah, WCW. I mean, damn.
I don't know where that came from. Yeah, sorry, I went back 25 years.
I mean, shit. Eric Bischoff wishes it's still alive. He'd be having a job.
I'm not mad.
I thought that was weird as well. Just awkward. I would have probably believed that one of the women would have done the induction. You know, they always ask their person, whoever it is, to induct them, and it was, you know, I guess the layup would have been the husband to do it. But it was kind of like, I don't know. To me, it was kind of pandering to it. Like, it would have been weird for me to see Stephanie induct Triple H. Like, I was like, nah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, I wouldn't have done that. But
I will say the venue change is much better than them doing it in the arenas, like before SmackDown or after SmackDown, however they used to do it.
Right.
Like honestly, like limit the ticket sales to like people outside, but let it be for the boys or like, for
Yeah.
like the talent, because that's pretty
Yeah.
much what the Hall of Fame is meant for.
I
Yeah,
agree.
and I know the fans are immensely part of it as well because without the fans there wouldn't be superstars. But
Hmm.
um, sometimes the fans could take away from such a special event. Sometimes it just becomes a little overwhelming. So if you
Hmm.
are just limited, give it like a giveaway or something. Get it, make it like a part of a prize package or something. I don't know, but other than that, I thought the inductees were great. I thought Lex spoke very eloquent about his career. I was very, although I believe, am I correct when he said his pastor Steve is Sting, right?
I believe so.
I
Yes.
think it is because he say Pastor Steve, and but I believe that was Steve Borden, meaning Sting.
Yeah.
Right.
I believe that is right. So well, I guess Sting did get a shout out one way or another.
Well,
But
you had to. Well, I mean, it was a little cheeky way for Lex saying like, "Thank you, Sting, for everything you've done for me."
right,
From
uh,
Who ended up inducting him?
DDP.
DDP.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not bad. It's not bad. Uh,
He's saving his life. So
yeah, it was also beautiful to see the natural disasters tugboat go in.
Hmm.
Uh, I actually thought that the um, match that went in, I didn't think they would have given it such big fanfare. I thought it would just be, just a give me, here's a plaque, there you go, boom, there you go, wave, and that's it. But
All the weird like half Bret, half Stone Cold
yeah,
type
yeah,
thing.
that was kind of artsy, I guess. It's like
I mean,
it's
that's,
so
yeah, I saw that.
I guess
yeah,
that's gonna be a display thing for WWE
right,
headquarters.
I saw that too.
Because I thought when they announced this would be like, oh, plaques given to Stone Cold and Bret Hart. Like, because I think everybody was like, oh, they're getting another ring. Because like because I think at this rate, if each year they're gonna do matches, all these guys are gonna just have like a mountain pile of rings, and meanwhile, like half of them have sold their Hall of Fame rings already. So it's like another thing for these guys to have. But
Hmm.
I guess the statue thing is a nice idea.
yeah, I don't know, I felt the same. But if anything else, I think they did a decent job with the Hall of Fame. It's just like once again, to me, Ariana, you in agreement that they should have put it on a Thursday, make it more accessible for the fans a little bit more, so that we didn't have to
Yeah.
be so late to watch
Yeah.
it.
Absolutely. It's just especially like I didn't realize he changed the venue, which I guess that's why they made it later on so people
Mhm.
could have time to go back to their hotels and shower, change, get cute, whatever. But yeah, they could have done that on a completely different night, not interfere with people's schedules, even if it's a Friday night, like 1 a.m. That's late,
I mean,
I
hell,
think,
the people for NXT had to wake up at 5 in the morning for call time for this show,
right?
and this show did start at 1 in the afternoon.
Right. They
another,
have to get up and prep,
They could have done this show
work
like
out.
you could have done Hall of Fame maybe Wednesday or then NXT Thursday, like make the whole week. Because like when you look at the schedule, it's like everything's like one jam packed day. It's like Jesus
Yeah, it's a
Christ.
lot. I mean, this is why it was, who knows if that may have affected these guys and girls when
yeah,
Mania. Yeah, they looked exhausted throughout the week.
I think that I think they probably didn't want to collide with what was it TNA's Unbreakable pay per view. So, but they still could have scheduled it around it like time wise and such. They could have
Who
done something
cares?
with it. Right.
Like if someone's gonna watch the pay per view from TNA, they're gonna watch it. If they're gonna watch the Hall of Fame, they're gonna watch. It's you can't force people to watch one thing over the other. I mean,
Right.
especially
Yeah.
with the Hall of Fame, like it's not like it's their own pay per view.
Exactly.
Uh.
My sister didn't make the comment like cause she's like, wait a minute, don't they put like usually like don't they put 10 people in each year? And I was like, no, they minimized it the last few years because people
Yeah,
don't want to sit around and don't want to listen to speeches for like 5.5 hours or God for how long these went
especially when
for.
they don't cut them off like the Oscars.
Or like what Kane had pretty much do the proverbial like come on, Mr. T, get off the stage. I know you love your mama, but come on, knock it off.
Yeah, it's like you almost what you just was like. It's like, so yeah. When I was in my early days of retirement, and I was just really getting into my like my full mode, I just wanted to, get back into the ring
Right? It's like,
like that. There was a call in for me to stay out, and the Lord stayed for me. It was like, yeah, I know they're playing me off, guys. Thank you guys for inducting me. It's been
exactly.
awesome. It's going to be a great. All right, I get it. I'm out. Damn it. All
Pull
right.
out the gong.
No.
Pull out the
Instead,
gong.
instead we get TED talks from all of them. Like, come on.
So, it's just like when Triple H was he was asked a question during the press conference after night 2. He was asked about the induction of China, and he's like, "It's gonna happen. It's not if it will happen. It's when. It's we were rationing it out. And when we look at it, yeah, we still got a lot of people that got to get in there, and I think purposely what they're doing is like what Mike said is like they usually be like 10 that would go in and such. Is like now they're minimizing it because the speech could get longer, and it's the build up and the anticipation of who's gonna go in next year and such. So it's marketing. I guess that's what business is for them.
Mm-hmm.
So this leading to which business was big business starting off with night 1 Wrestlemania. Night 1 we got a big announcement which was I guess we would say it was shocking to everyone.
Nobody saw this one coming.
Right. Turnbuckle Tabloid did not win a Slammy. That pissed me the fuck off. We're not talking about that. Oh, no, that's not it. No.
No.
WWE purchases Triple A. Like that. Wow. Who saw that coming? Ariana, I think
Just look at her face. She's like,
Ariana got the news, I think, the next day, and she was like,
No, I got it the same day.
because I thought I saw you in the group, and he was like, wait a minute. WWE
No. A friend of mine sent me the link, said that, and she wrote like WWE acquired in like all caps, and I was like, what?
Well,
why?
Just right on the panel, they have all
No.
the Spanish talent on stage.
Just no. I'm sorry. I can't believe we're doing this all over again.
Well, to be fair, the company has not been doing well in the past few years, money wise.
Get that?
Yeah. It's been, and mind you, this is what Triple A has been around for how many years? It's like
decades.
Yeah,
A century.
So some may say bad business dealings have occurred in which that they've been losing money. Some may say some kind of illegal activity might have occurred for that as well. But WWE comes in, swoops, and snatches up Triple A. And I was in the same census where I'm like, oh, look, NXT Mexico, easy shift. There we go. Gonna happen. We're gonna take over the world, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm still waiting for NXT Europe.
Well,
NXT UK, because that's not happening.
Well, we had it before, but then COVID shit happens. It occurs.
I mean,
But
afterwards, whatever. It's one of those things where it should have been on the bingo cards for everybody saying like, oh, WWE and AAA will definitely work something out, but I guess the timing of it, because this was definitely like done like I would say weeks ago, and this was definitely saved for like that day. Where it was like when you see like Andrade, Santos, Spencer, Ray Phoenix, like all of them who pretty much worked for AAA in the past, and now it's like, oh, WWE bought them. It's like, oh, okay, so what does this mean going forward? And they announced Worlds Collide for NXT versus AAA. Money in the Bank weekend.
Ari doesn't look happy. Well, what is your unhappiness here?
Because this is just a nightmare all over again. That's it. Like AAA is done. AAA is done at this point. When they bought WCW back in the day, everyone was under the impression that it would be still two separate entities, and then look what happened.
Right.
WCW got eliminated off the map. ECW, same thing. People lost their jobs, and there was less things to watch for us. And then in Mexico, they're going to end up losing. They already talks about it being rebranded as NXT Mexico. I thought it would be like NXT or WWE Lucha Division or some crap like that.
Right.
But they're not going to keep the name, and that breaks my heart because this is something that I grew up watching, you grew up watching,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
now it's going to be gone. Same thing with WCW, it was gone. ECW is gone. Like all we have are just memories. And it's just, I mean, I don't know how many promotions they do have overall in Mexico. We only know, at least I only know about AAA and CMLL,
Right.
and it just feels like they could
And
have
I
just
think
done a working relationship with AAA. AAA could have made good money just off the relationship alone, and instead they chose to buy it out. And then what's going to happen? Like eventually they're going to start weeding people out. People
I
are going to
think
start losing their job. It feels like a very MAGA move to me. I don't know. It's just stinks
not
to me.
for not for nothing. There was a lot of stuff on
Stinks to
that
me.
show that felt a little MAGA to me, like the whole night. Like honestly, uh, even in the Hall
It
of
just
Fame, the
stinks.
Hall of Fame was like very. I don't know. There's a lot of religious overtones that was going on for me that I was picking up. I was like, okay, well, I guess this is what we're doing nowadays. But I think Crash is, I believe that's the name of the company. I forgot that it's one of those companies that Conan works with or works alongside with. It's
Mhm.
another Mexican company as well. Uh,
I feel like I've heard that before. I thought it was like a Canadian
no,
based promotion.
it's not. I think it's more. I think it's more.
It's Mexico.
Yeah, I
Mm.
have to say that I do feel her sentiment. It's true that we are going to be losing a part of our Latino, wrestling, our lucha, and there was also some great stars that came out of there as well that weren't necessarily Mexican.
Right.
We had like Lita came out of Mexican wrestling as well, out of there, out of that house, out of
Of course.
that gym and such.
Yeah.
So it's going to be interesting to see um, what the change is going to be and how will it affect the landscape. But uh, after we got that announcement, it leads up to night one in the opening card. We got Jey Uso versus Gunther for the championship, and
Mm-hmm.
I mean we all predicted this, right? For the World Heavyweight Championship, this is what we
Mhm.
all foresaw, right?
I mean, the outcome was predictable, but I think overall match wise, we all looked for Jey Uso to shine, and this one was more of the same. I mean, Gunther is Gunther, Jey Uso is Jey Uso, so it's pretty much rinse, repeat, chop. I mean, I think the finish is what caught all of us off guard. It was with
Came
Jay
out of
putting
nowhere.
the chokehold, the Gunther's chokehold on, and Gunther I think like 5 seconds later just starts tapping.
Hmm.
Like I know he tapped to Ilya Dragunov in NXT. Like it's not like a rare thing. Like he's done it before, but it's also like really.
Yeah, yeah. Somebody, I was watching somebody else review the show, and he kind of, he was doing like Q&A with people, fans that wrote stuff in, and somebody was like, Gunther can't be taken seriously after tapping out after 5 seconds. But then he made a good point. He's like, he tapped out to his own submission move, so
Right.
he has to show that it's a really lethal hold. If he's using it to submit people, then he needs to submit to it too because it's that lethal.
Yeah.
So he's gonna tap out quickly.
Like I know
Uh,
people use
so
the super kick and the Uso splash argument, be like, oh, he was exhausted or he was wearing down at that point. But it's also like,
right,
there's
he
barely any
wasn't.
fight in this. It was just like, oh, it's like, oh shit.
Yeah, because he's like, holy
Okay.
shit, my submission hold hurts.
Somebody actually slapped it on right on me. Shit.
Yeah, he's choking me out. Look, yeah, he had his forearm right under the chin. I mean, it's a good form.
Maybe Jay Shu put the chokehold on him and he didn't. It was
Like choke
like
for real,
shit.
man.
Yeah, this match went for 16:30. I thought, with the outcome that it was, and but like we said, this was going to be the curtain jerker. This was going to be the one that hypes up the crowd. This is the one that will get the feel good story going on night one, and sure enough, it did, and that's exactly how what happened here.
Yeah, the fans loved it.
I mean, you said the match went 16:30. Jay's entrance went 25 minutes, which was like the annoying thing. I was like, hurry the fuck up, dude. Mania just started. And I thought for opener, it was just okay.
One of my boys was like, "Wait a minute, he's coming through the crowd." Yo, anyone doing that back in the day, bro? Because somebody was getting robbed. It's like, we can't be doing that like that now. I said, yeah, but this day and age is it's all different. The security and stuff, and plus the
Yeah.
fans are like that. They're vibed up for it now. They're with it.
Right.
But Jay gets the win here. No shocker here. We were
Mhm.
we were all in agreement with this, so that's fine. Next up, we have the tag team match or the World Tag Team Championship. We had the incoming champ, the War Raiders, coming in versus the New Day. I guess maybe I haven't seen War Raiders wrestle in a while. I thought they were gonna change up the gear. I thought maybe they'd came out with a more biker look or whatever, but no, they came out in
They brought
the
it back.
Viking gear.
Yeah, they brought it back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
One week notice, you get told you're working Mania. They tried their best. They got whatever they got.
yeah.
This was really this is the epitome of like a Raw TV match on WrestleMania.
Yeah, I felt the same way. Your thoughts, Ari?
So I started feeling under the weather, and I went to get air, and I missed the entire match.
But like, it goes to show you missed the whole thing, and and the match was
Yeah.
9 minutes,
9
15
minutes,
seconds.
15.
I literally stepped out, tried to get some air, walked to the deli to get a water, drank it outside, came back in. The match is over. I'm like, oh God, what happened?
I mean, both teams definitely tried. I mean, I'll give Eric. Eric and Ivor were definitely pulling out all this stuff that gets them over. Xavier and Kofi, like even here, like they're trying to do the heel stuff. It's like the crowd's barely reacting. It's just like, especially I guess after the following Jey Uso, the whole crowd was just yeeting their asses off. It was just that nobody. This was definitely where people said, "Okay, let me go get replenished. Let me get whatever I didn't get before."
Yeah, they got to think about if you're going to open a show with Jey Uso or a world title match, then you got to make sure the next match is going to like carry that energy.
True.
That was not it.
Not this.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, you pretty much know they're already going to get burnt out by the first match. So, New Day, all your new coming in at, as we mentioned, 9:15 into the night so far.
Mm-hmm.
Next up, we get Jade Cargill in a singles match, a blood match versus Naomi. I was pretty stoked for this match. I was hyped up for this match. I was really excited to see how Jade was going to pull it off. Ari, what was your thoughts on how Jade looked on this match?
She actually looked good. She looked good. But when you have a good opponent who's going to make you look good, it's a guarantee.
Mm-hmm.
It was a decent match. Nothing stand out about it either, but they put the work in.
I think Naomi definitely got the Deaf Rebel treatment, but I didn't hear any complaints about her song. I mean, her entrance over when she ran through the caution tape, that was a good thing. And I will say, as corny as it was pretty funny to see Jade's entrance with the weatherman. Be like, oh, storm's coming, and
I was like, "What the hell are we doing?"
I mean, they're really.
You remember? I turned and looked at you like, "What?"
Yeah,
they're really trying to get over the storm is coming gimmick, which I mean, it's because it's like the sun's out in the stadium. It's not dark out yet, so it's. But I will say for Jade overall, like she definitely put in the work. Because I mean, I think the last couple of times when we've seen her in the ring, she's been a little shaky. But I think singles wise, surprisingly and I shouldn't say surprisingly, but with a good wrestle with Naomi, she stood her ground.
Yeah.
and although I missed it, I heard there was a little wardrobe malfunction that occurred. Damn it!
There's many wardrobe malfunctions with Jade. Like, I go to people. Have you ever seen a nipple before?
Yes, but not Jade's.
Oh,
for fuck's sake!
That's what happens with everybody. Everybody's like, yes, I've seen a nipple before, but not from a certain individual.
And there was
Oh,
like,
my
the
goodness.
newest nipple on the block. It's like, grow the fuck up.
We can't. We can't. That's our problem. We can't. But Jade actually gets the win here. I was kind of shocked. I thought it was going to be a funny tie-up where Naomi gets to roll up here and then Jade beats her ass afterward anyway, but she got the win here. And 9 minutes, 20 seconds in for that match. So far, we got Jay winning the title early on. We got two new champs crowned. early on, and then we get the blood feud. And by this time and point right now, everybody's like, okay,
Right.
what are we doing here?
Yeah.
Then we get to the match in which I was looking forward to. The
Yeah.
WWE United States Championship match. Jacob Fatu going against the defending champ LA Knight. Ari, were you excited for this? And how did it start off for you off the rip?
Yeah, I mean, just Jacob alone made it exciting, you know, getting to see someone that we've all seen wrestle for years out here have his first Mania, and it's a title shot.
Hmm.
Like that was fantastic. Uh, his entrance was amazing. With the wolf mask.
Yeah, the mask that apparently I forgot his name, but Bray Wyatt, the person that makes his
Yeah,
stuff, made that
yeah,
mask for
he
Jacob.
made the mask.
But
Yeah.
I will say when I saw Solo Sikoa walk out with him, I was like,
Yeah,
here we go.
I got a little concerned too. I was like, oh, here we go, not Solo.
And they took his ass back in the back. So then
Mhm.
Jacob pretty much was on his own, and he showed everybody why this dude's gonna be a future main eventer. He's gonna be like, this is gonna be one of many titles. I thought LA Knight 2 showed off as well. Like, it wasn't just a total one-sided affair. It was LA Knight busting out all his stuff too. I mean, he did this spot and he reversed it into the BFT, which was amazing. I mean, these guys pulled out everything. And Jacob Fatu gets the win, and he wins his first title in WWE, and then all of a sudden there's Haku to congratulate him.
I know.
Yeah, I was I got emotional. My hair was standing. I got like I was so fucking happy. I was happy for him, man. Like we said last year, he was in the crowd. He
Right.
was watching all this go down last year, and this year he's there. He's at the moment. He's winning his first singles title in WWE. This has been a long road for him. This is a guy that people that he may never crack because of his his past, the luggage that he carried. Will he be able to change up his style or the way that he talks because of how ruthless and how raw he was in other promotions and such? And then boom, he transitions and now he is he's a United States champion, man. Shout out to the Oos, man. Big shout out to Jacob Fatu, man.
I feel like of all the signings that they've done in the last year, he has been worth every penny. He's the one. He has been their biggest success. Because he
Yes.
came in strong. Thankfully, they didn't change him up. He is literally the same guy we've seen in the indie
Yeah.
scene. He just, maybe he's just not cursing. And now he's still ruthless in the ring. He still cuts his promos how he does. He didn't change his personality. He is Jacob Fatu.
He's still the Samoan werewolf too, which was one of the things they didn't change.
You can't change a guy like that. Like he was so established already. He was a star already, and all they just had to do was put him on TV. That's all they had to do, and he has killed it.
It felt like for the longest time too, before he debuted before Money in the Bank. It was like where the hell is Jacob?
Right,
because we had Tama, we had Tonga. It was like waiting for one more.
Yeah.
They
signed him. It was during Mania. Was it a Mania weekend they signed him?
It was like that Monday. It was revealed that he got signed.
Yeah, because he was canceling his shows already.
Yeah. It was
3 months.
But at the same time, remember he cut the weight. Also, he cut weight.
He looked phenomenal.
Right.
Yeah. This match went 10:40. Didn't feel like it though. I actually felt like I was watching a solid match. It was a good match for me. And he gave LA Knight his respect due. He didn't hit him with one of his moonsault finishes. He hit him with two. So if you're gonna put him out. And like Mike said, Haku came in, who was his trainer, to congratulate him and such, and that was a beautiful thing. Next up, we get a singles match.
Oh Jesus!
We get El Grande Americano facing the replacement for Rey Mysterio. We got in Rey Fenix in his first WrestleMania match. Some may say that this was too fast, too furious for him to get this call. Ari, was it too fast? Should somebody else got the spot?
I feel like personally, I felt if Rey Mysterio got injured and he couldn't wrestle, they should have just scrapped the whole match completely and just revisit it on Raw again or whatever. But good for Phoenix. He came in. He's already got his Mania match. I think personally for him, that's a beautiful thing. He looked good. Just the match was just not.
It was like it was just
spectacular.
a normal thing.
Gable actually looked pretty damn good in this match. He was pulling out some moves, and I'm like, whoa, okay.
Wait. Chad Gable wasn't there.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Shut
El
up,
Grande
Jay. Jay,
Americano.
no.
Was
El
there?
Grande Americano.
I didn't see Gable there.
Extra milk, please.
I will say this. Watching at the Seneca and hearing the commentary, that pretty much the whole thing they just kept talking about was like, "Oh, look how great El Grande Americano is," and Ben Cole's like, "You dumb son of a bitch! It's Chad Gable under a mask."
And they're like,
And
"No, it's not."
Look at that. This is an El Grande Americano. I've never seen it before. It's like it's Chad Gable. It's like this match went 7:55. That was the whole match. But I will say this though. They're lucky as fuck that they debuted Ray Phoenix early because if Ray got hurt and then all of a sudden they go, "Oh, Ray Phoenix is debuting tonight." It's like everybody went, "We go what? Who? What?"
Oh,
At least people knew who he was prior to this, so they were lucky as fuck.
They probably would have thrown in Dragon Lee, and then it would have been like, really?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. They probably would have been the Dragon Lee match.
And that's why a lot of people were like, "Why didn't they give the match to Dragon Lee? Did they forget they had Dragon Lee?"
Because they already buried him on Raw a week ago. Like we already saw the stupid match. Like we're not gonna do Raw rematches now. At least this was different.
No,
that's why I said they probably should have just scrapped this whole match and maybe like add this would have been a great opportunity to add Chelsea and Zelina, or a SmackDown tag title match, a rematch with the Motor City Machine Guns, or something with DIY. They could have just put something more deserving in that.
But there's a reason also this needed to stay on the show because Vikingo was in the front row, which we glossed over. We talked about before. That
that was interesting.
That the dude that shows up everywhere, especially in AEW, is front row in WrestleMania.
Really?
And they're just calling him Vikingo, not Vikingo, just Vikingo.
And he had a spot moment there. They had an interaction going on there.
He gave Chad or El Grande Americano an enziguri kick, but the finish was Chad or El Grande put the metal plate in his mask. Phoenix did the tightrope run, kicked him in the face, but hurt his ankle because he hit the metal plate.
Mm-hmm.
Then El Grande hits him with his finish, and that's
on the wrong leg.
Damn it, El Grande, but.
Which is weird because you would think it would be the luchador Mexican wrestler who does it because they work differently in Mexico. In America, they work the left side, and in Mexico they work the right. So but no, it was El Gran Maricón who fucking messed it up. Which, by the way, what really pissed me off is they dressed alike. That shit was pissing me off the whole
time. The red and gold.
Well,
I said, are they a tag team or are they fighting each other? Like,
well Jay, let's be real here. For this one, at least it was last second, so probably Phoenix had to look whatever gear he had packed for that week. And two, these are not the only two wrestlers that match in the same gear. We'll talk about in the next match.
I know, but I was like, I looked at, I was thinking in my head that Ray comes out and Americano comes out and he just looks and goes, "Really, you're gonna wear that? This is what you're gonna wear? You're really gonna wear that?"
He's like, "This is last minute, bro. This is all I had left."
And it's like, really? And then you're going out first. People are gonna think I'm copying you now. Oh fuck! Oh shit! I get on my socials. But yeah,
I mean, shit. I'm glad the Americano's entrance too with the mariachi band and the screen effect. It was like, holy shit!
The AI and stuff. Oh man.
And I think they said he's from the Gulf of Mexico again.
But it blows my mind. It feels like his entrance was probably the biggest one of all the wrestlers.
Right. It did.
Far this night.
Right. That match finished at 7:55, and then led up to the real nasty one. We get the semi-main, like Mike says, for the WWE Women's Championship. We get the incumbent Tiffany Stratton going against Charlotte Flair.
You complained in the last match that both competitors were wearing red. Both these bitches wore pink.
Oh my goodness! I mean,
I was telling people, I was like, "Can you tell who's who?" They're like, no, because they're both blonde, tall women wearing pink gear.
They were giving. I guess it was like I could wear it better than you kind of vibe, and I'm like,
Yeah, I mean that's kind of been their whole feud. They've kind of inadvertently worn matching outfits. Like I guess it's their way of showing how similar they are, to one another.
right.
Hmm.
I
Hmm.
I did like Tiffany's entrance with the Barbie thing. I mean, it was
Very cute,
Yeah, that
yeah.
was cute.
super cute.
Of course, Jay Z asked will be like, "Can you tell which one's who?" Because like Tiffany's in the middle holding the bell, wearing the bell, and you're like, "Can you tell who's who?"
No, listen. At least I can tell the difference between who is who between Charlotte and Tiffy because I'm sorry, but Charlotte needs a meal, bro. She's got to eat something, man. It's not body shaming
Oh,
either. It just looks
shredded.
unhealthy. It looks unhealthy. That's what I'm more worried about. It doesn't look healthy
Yeah.
to me.
Is it Michelle McCool's level of
Mm.
thinness, like Angelina Love thinness?
Nah, nah, I don't think it's that.
Michelle is like skeletal.
Yeah, there's something else going on there.
I think I don't know if she was sick or what, but she was looking horrible a couple of years ago.
Yeah, and I gotta say, this match for me was so underwhelming. I expected so much more in this match. It was just underwhelming for me.
Yeah.
It was hard for me to kind of get into it. I was like waiting for a point in the match for them to get okay, let's start like pushing the momentum. And I also found it weird that like Charlotte's the one that's coming back from an ACL MCL tear, and
Mm,
she's using that knee to attack like Tiffany. It's like shouldn't you try to be like, using your other leg? Like why are you using?
Mm.
I guess because it's the brace she wants to like use as a
Utilize it.
weapon. But it's
Hmm.
like if I'm coming back as a wrestler from ACL, I'm like I'm making sure nothing bad happens to that leg. I'm using the other one, but whatever. I mean, and also the finish came out of nowhere. Fireman's carry, pretty moonsault ever, and Tiffany wins, which surprised me too. I think we all just assumed Charlotte's back, give her the belt, it's her time again, but Tiffany retains.
I'm very happy though that she retained.
Right,
Like I said,
yeah,
I felt that she needed more time as champion.
right.
I wasn't upset at it. I had Charlotte winning here, but I wasn't upset with the finish. I thought that I agree with Ariana. She needs more time with the belt to be considered a real superstar. If it's going to be the changing of the guard going down the way, I don't think they're done as of yet. I actually think there's going to be more that come with them. I can see something happen on SmackDown where Charlotte, continues her ranting and such. But I just felt as though that this match could have been better, and it just did not achieve what I thought it would. But that match
Oh,
wrapped up at 19:05. Really, 20 almost 20 minutes.
yeah,
Shit.
a minute shy of 20. I mean, I'm kind of hoping Shaw gets moved over to Raw and deals with just stays away from Tiffany for a little bit because I think Tiffany still needs like I think Ariana. Well, again with Ariana, where needs more time, needs more opponents to work with and like work with her style as well because it was pretty much copy versus copy here. It was like the exact same person versus the exact same person, but
Yeah, like the Spider-Man meme.
right.
Yeah, I think
Mm.
that's what it is too. I think that they need to pull away from that from them looking all so similar. So yeah, that might be another thing too that needs to happen for them there.
Yeah.
And then finally on night one, we get the main event, the triple threat match for the heart for Paul Heyman's heart, I guess.
Yeah, pretty much. So it was pretty much the whole video package at this point.
So crazy.
We got Roman Reigns versus CM Punk versus Seth Rollins in the triple threat match. The buildup for this actually grabbed me more than anything else. Um, that was happening for night one. This was the one that I felt was going to be the saving, the
Hmm.
saving face of night one. And between you and I, guys, they did not disappoint. Ari, your thoughts about it?
Yeah, they delivered. They delivered. I mean, like you said, the storytelling leading to the match has been pretty solid, very solid. Probably one of the few only truly solid storytellings that they've done for both nights. Um, they went in, they were annihilating each other as much as they could, and like you said, they were fighting over Paul Heyman's heart. There was a lot of emotion there coming out of Paul the whole time. Uh, even the moment where Seth it felt like Seth spoke into Roman's ear and told him, double team on Punk. It's his fault, and you thought, oh, here it comes. Roman's gonna do it. They're gonna team up again, even if it's just for the night. And then nope, didn't happen.
Yeah.
Definitely at this point in the show, with 6 matches down, and this was the last thing, I was like, please do go fucking nuts. Just like save this night.
Yes,
because it was definitely it was like the matches weren't bad. It was just like normal okay matches with okay finishes, and okay, that's pretty much is your spoiler for what happened towards the end. But the whole match, when the match started, it was like it started off slow, but then it started building up, and then I will say, it's always a thing of beauty when Roman goes for that spear and Seth jumps up in the air, catches him in the air with a pedigree. And,
so nice.
Oh, it looks beautiful every fucking time. And then you have the spot where CM Punk gives the GTS to Rollins, Roman's bouncing off the ropes, gives a spear to Punk, and then as Rollins is bouncing off, recovering from the GTS, it's a stop on Roman, and then all 3 are down. And then Paul Heyman goes and grabs a chair, and then he's, who am I going to throw the chair to? Punk or Roman? Punk or Roman?
And they're both there like...
And he throws the chair to Punk, goes in the ring, helps him up. Punk lifts the chair over his head, and then Heyman goes low, and low blows the shit out of him. And then he starts crying.
He actually gave the old dick twist after he did it as well.
Heyman starts crying. He's like, why did you make me do this? Like, you're supposed to, like, my friend. And then he looks to Roman. He's like, my tribal chief. Here's the chair. Roman grabs the chair, smacks Punk a few times in the back with it.
Yes.
And then Paul goes, look, my tribal chief. It's Seth. Like, Seth standing up, like, back towards Roman. And then Paul gives him the chair. Roman lifts the chair up, and then there's your spot where Paul goes down and pretty much just goes inside this dude's asshole. Just,
but you saw it coming as soon as Roman kind of like pushed him behind him, like watch out. You're like, oh yeah.
And as soon as Heyman dropped to one knee, I was like, oh no.
It was beautifully done.
The way Heyman just casually gives Rollins a chair. Then Rollins hits Roman with the chair, bounces off the ropes for a stop. 1, 2, 3. Seth Rollins is the winner of the main event of night 1. Standing
the way that Mike just narrated that, Mike, you should be Paul Heyman for Halloween. I can see like it'll just shave down the cap.
Yeah, shave it down, not even a ball cap. Just shave it.
Just shave it down.
No ball cap, because I'm not sure.
It'll grow back. Don't worry about it. You'll grow back.
Fuck you.
It'll be all right.
No trust.
My name is Paul Whole Milk Heyman. Yeah, I can see that.
Whole Milk Heyman.
I mean, Jay. Like, was there anything wrong with the narration? I mean, everything was pretty much.
No, you nailed it. It's just for me.
Yeah, because your reaction to this was surprising when I looked at you. I was like, ooh,
you were so sad.
Right.
Because like everyone predicted it, and I'm going like, they're gonna have to really sell it to me on Raw or on SmackDown. They're gonna have to sell it to me, which is I think it's gonna be Raw anyway. But they're gonna have to really sell it to me because I'm like, I don't think this makes sense to me. It's not. It doesn't make sense to me. I don't know.
Yeah.
But let me just ask you: the fact that Seth Rollins is going to be a Paul Heyman guy.
I don't know. I don't. Well,
look. I mean, they left it as a cliffhanger so that it does get the full fleshed out explanation on Raw. Maybe they'll open the show, come out together, and give us the whole background of how they decided to do this, why, and mainly, really, why did Paul decide to do this?
Yeah, that's what I said. They're gonna have to really sell me on this one, and I'm eager to see it happen. I want to see what they have to say about this one. But that one went 32-55. Of course, it did. I wouldn't expect anything no less. Close the show, and at least for the most part, everybody walked out of night 2 after the main event.
A
little bit more better than they started off with and during the night. I think they were happy. Yeah.
I will say though, for the explanation, I mean, if it's Paul Heyman's like, listen, Roman, you left me for a couple months without saying a word. Punk, you left me for years.
You, CM Punk, who left for another company and didn't take me with you.
He's like he abandoned the business and then went to another company, you know.
Like
But
when
like,
I needed you the
I remember
most.
with Roman walked away, and what happened to Paul? He got his ass handed to him by the new bloodline, you know.
right.
Put through the tables
Where
and
were you, CM Punk, when I needed you? Like,
yeah.
let me tell you something, man. Everybody always asks me, like, what is your white whale? What is your the biggest conversation you want to have with somebody? And then I always say Paul Heyman. I don't even want it on the mic. I just want to have a conversation. Give me 30 minutes and let me just hear you pontificate. That's all I want to hear.
You'll get the real Paul Heyman then, because if it's
Uh,
on mic, if it's on mic, you're getting the character Paul.
whatever. I could just walk away, and even a character Paul would be great. But I would just like to have like a, just sit at a table, sit at a bar, just pick his brain for like 30 minutes, and just and that would be the tell for me for the rest of my life. I'll be good to go.
Mm-hmm.
But that closed out night two, which led, night one, leading up to night two, leading up to night two, and opening up the card, which everybody said, why? And I think we know why. We had the women triple threat match for the Women's World Champion. We had the incoming champion, Io Sky, versus Bianca Belair and Rhea Ripley. Usually I would toss it to you guys, but this is the first time that I am going to say right off the rip, my God, what an opening fucking match this was. Ari.
Absolutely.
Oh God, hell yeah! These women brought it to the ring. I mean, there was no doubt they were going to give Polly the match of the night. To me, this was the match of the night.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing else on any of the cards have touched this match in terms of action, in terms of what they were pulling off in the ring, the move sets they were using. It was fantastic from start to finish. It was just like there was never even like a pause. Like if one was down, the other two would just keep it going. If one went, it was like almost like a musical chairs kind of thing that they were doing. They were just non-stop. They all looked fantastic, and they made each other look so good in the ring.
Mike, were you shocked about the Bianca Belair reception that the crowd were giving her? Like,
kind of, but I kind of expected it. Because let's be real here. Because when it comes to WrestleMania, it's all overseas people coming over to watch WrestleMania in person. So, yeah.
The racists were in town. Gotcha. The racists were in town.
Well, I mean, but Jay, do you know how over Io is and Rhea is, and so Jack was just like just the oddball. That was like, okay, like we were like you, but like we don't want you to win this. Like,
I know we're not supposed to like the Asians, but I don't think we really like the blacks more. Whatever.
And, if this happens, this hasn't been the first time this happened to Bianca, where somehow she gets booed
right
over the other opponent.
I mean, shit, Puerto Rico, they cheered Io and booed her.
Yeah, exactly. They booed Bianca, right? Exactly.
Right.
And everybody was like, "Oh, that was racist." I was like, "Oh, Lord."
Everything's not about race, people. I mean, shit, just people just like when you look at Io and her ring style, it's fucking great, fantastic.
Io's fantastic. She's lovable. You can't hate, even when she was a heel. When they were heels, Damage Control, she would get the pops from all of them.
By the way, I heard that Puerto Rican Chinese food is actually delicious. Although she's Japanese,
it's fantastic.
I heard it.
I had Chino Latino in San Juan at 2 a.m. It was delicious.
So, yeah, I have to say they showed out, and for like I mentioned before, Kevin Nash had a thing about this. It should have been just Rhea and Bianca, and that Io didn't really fit here. I gotta tell you, she fit in like a glove. Every spot, even that spot where she went face first on the turnbuckle post. I was like, holy shit, and was able to recover for the finish. And that spot was crazy as well. Like,
I love this finish where Bianca hits. She whips Rhea with her braid, hits her with the KOD, and then Io comes flying off with the moonsault and pins Bianca, and Io retains. I mean, it's like everybody, I guess, just figured out Io's going to be in there and take the pin for one of these two, but Io went in there and retained. And I like the fact that we're now going into the next chapter of the WWE era where it's Io and Tiffany as your champions. Where now it's like all the winners, all the favorable people like Bayley, Charlotte, Rhea, Bianca. You expect them to have belts by the draft time. So now it's like, okay, like the challengers are going to be switched around, and the matchups are going to be fresh, new for everybody. It's going to be very interesting going forward for the next couple of months.
I tell you, I called it. I said it. I said EO was going to get the win here. I mean, I believe we all said the same.
Yeah.
We all follow suit. But to actually see it happen was even more refreshing because I'm like, yes, this is what needed to happen. Mm-hmm. This is what needs to, occur. It can't always be about the fact that the obvious can be the obvious. This one here needed to show that, listen, the little one could still go and rip it up, and sure enough, she did. Those drop kicks were fucking lethal that she was giving. She wasn't bullshitting with that as well. So EO retains here with 14:25 in. And like I said, what a great opening for the match. Kudos to these ladies. Big E made me laugh because he gave the superstars of the night, and all three of them got like the first three positions. It was the three of them who got it.
Yeah.
So good kudos to them.
This one match fucking redeemed all 6 of those fucking matches on night 1. Honest to God, it was like
off the bat.
It was like wow, like this is what you like. Because remember, I told you, Jay, that day I was like, the people on night 2 are gonna watch night 1 and say, okay, let's do better. These three women went out there and fucking killed it.
We're not even done yet because night 2 then went into a Sin City street fight with Drew McIntyre versus Damian Priest. And just when you thought he was like, oh shit, I gotta go pee. Nope, wasn't happening here for this one as well.
I was pissed because I had ordered something to eat because I wasn't feeling great. So I ordered myself a little grilled cheese and tomato soup from Panera, and I'm like, and just as the guitarist of Slayer comes out, I look at the little map and I see he's coming. I'm like, damn it! He's down the block.
That was a great entrance. That was fucking awesome that they did. Even Drew's entrance, I didn't realize it wasn't until shout out to Matt the Mook who turned to me. He's like, oh, that's the new Doom game that's coming out. I said it would be you to know that, wouldn't it? It would be.
I didn't expect him to have something like that at all.
Yeah, it's in sponsorship with Doom, the Dark Ages game that's coming out, and I was looking at it, I was like, oh shit, he looked like he could be a fucking character in it. He just might pop up in there.
That cape was awesome.
I was looking at it, I was thinking, is he gonna pull a sword out of this thing? Like I was like waiting for a moment like that where he just steps on the stone and
right.
Yeah, like the whole stone sword in the stone kind of King Arthur type of thing, yeah.
I did feel bad for him because his shoulder thing got caught on the rope, and he was just pissed off at that point. He was like, "Get this
camera cut real fast.
Get this fucking thing off of me."
By the way, speaking of camera cuts, did you guys see that that other venue that they have to watch wrestling? Is like
that was when LA, right?
They have
it was outside Vegas. That was outside.
It's in Vegas. And no, but I think they have it in different cities as well.
Yeah.
That's really cool. Fucking awesome. I'm like, yo,
you're in the ring with them.
I'm like, I would rather go there than go to fucking Mania.
An immersive experience.
Yeah, that shit is like right there. It's like here. It's right in your face.
Yeah.
But that's that shit will catch me off guard if I'm paying attention. All of a sudden you go, I was like, oh Jesus, oh my God, somebody's coming.
Somebody's getting whooped into the ring.
and speaking of in your face, this whole match was in your face. These guys are fucking going to town here.
2 years in a row, he grabs his phone and takes a picture.
Meaty men.
The still bored at work pic he took.
That was funny. I immediately went to Instagram.
Everybody went to Instagram, went to Twitter, and they were like, "Oh, there it goes, he did it." But yeah, shout out to these guys. I loved it when Priest hit Drew with the Razor's Edge on the table, but then when fucking Priest had to take that spot outside through the double, oh my God.
His reflexes kicked in when he did that real fast.
Exactly.
I was about to say, he wasn't like fast.
Yeah, because he landed hard.
That was coming. But yeah, man, this was a fun, exciting, and a brutal match, man. Great.
I did expect him to go around the venue a little bit more,
Uh-huh.
but all right.
There was
What
a
they
lot
gave
going
was
on.
great.
Drew gets the win here in 13:55, and that was a lot that they gave you for almost 14 minutes. Awesome
It
fucking
was
match between these two
swift
guys.
and brutal.
And
And then I started getting worried because I saw David Priest and I'm like, I can't
I can't
breathe.
breathe. I can't
I
breathe.
was like, what the?
yeah,
It's like, like something happened? Who the fuck?
I hope he was just because lately he's been upping his selling game. So hopefully that's what it was.
right. And this is when I said, now I can go to the bathroom. And nope, no, it wasn't.
Nope, not yet.
Fatal four way for the Intercontinental title.
Oh my God! This another match. I was like, Jesus, guys, what are you doing with us here?
Played perfectly how we had spoke about. Exactly what we spoke about.
Yes.
The placement of this match. Meanwhile, we still had two matches with mystery people that are not announced.
Right.
So like we're getting like three bangers straight up like out the gate. I will say this one. Holy shit!
Fantastic.
The spear. My God, the spear to Carlito. Oh my God, that is just. I gotta give it to both these men because, like I said, like Carlito's such a vet. He's been there for the longest time, and whatever opportunity he's been getting, that's what he's been taking, and he's loving every minute of it. You know, I recently heard him in an interview talking about how, stuff that you think I used to do before, I can't do no more. I'm not doing it.
Right.
So right now he's in the opportune time to where he's in spots like this.
Perfect
And the look of fear and I
mean, that's the first spear on Raw when Braun pretty much just headbutted the shit out of him at full speed.
Torpedoed him.
It was like a flying torpedo. But then this one was a great callback because Carlito thought he was slick. He was like, "I'm gonna go stand under the announce table. This asshole's not gonna spear." Oh shit!
Here he comes.
He's running. Sometimes I find him annoying. But then just see Pat McAfee just stand there dancing over Carlito's dead body.
He's so stupid.
It was like so retarded. I did like Penta's gear though. Like it was colored from the Power Rangers, the Green Ranger. I did love that part.
Yeah, at first I thought he brought back the Joker one. I'm like, oh, okay. He didn't get nothing new.
And then I think we called maybe they'll beat the session, but Finn Balor and Dominic just beat the shit out of each other too. Like there was no holding back either.
No, not at all. They went for it.
First of all, everybody seemed to have a theme going on. We were all coming out in masks, so that was a whole thing going on. I was like, okay.
Oh my God, what the hell was Finn wearing, man?
Dominic had his had his mask, his got stuck on his head, and then like Finn Balor came out. I saw somebody say, Why does he have a banana bag on his head?
I went to the kitchen real fast. So when I came back, my friend had texted me like, he just came out wearing a yellow KKK hood. I was like, what? She's like, I'm serious. Like, that's what he came out wearing. And I'm like,
yellow bag and big yellow gloves. Like, what the hell are you doing?
They got the bananas, pajamas. There you go. Yeah. So
peanut butter jelly time. Peanut butter jelly time.
I mean, maybe he did the chicken banana song recently.
The chicken banana song, yeah.
I was hoping that he had eye holes in there because I was like, I know he's not walking down the ramp like that.
No, he took that shit off as soon as he got to the top of the ramp.
Mike, when you said banana bag, I just realized I have one of those banana preserving bags that's just that same shape, the same color, yellow.
I mean, it was like I don't know. I was trying to read the words. Like I don't know if it says trying to say Finn. But it was like at the minute, like it was like I'm trying to read it. It's like it's bags off. The gloves are big as like when I used to work in a supermarket. Like when I worked in the frozen section. I'm like, what are you wearing?
They look like the hamburger helper glove.
No, I'm gonna see if I can find it. They look like
Sorry, Finn, that was awful.
Construction gloves. Like what are you wearing, Finn?
But as much as we could always say, and we talk about him, Braun Breaker is just a fucking star, yo. This guy is everything.
Future world champion.
Definitely. But we did get a future world champion coming to Miz, and we called it. But man, it
I
was
like this.
exciting to see, man. Fucking Dom pulls out the win. Dirty Dom
Perfection.
gets the
Exactly how
W
I
here.
fucking wanted to see him do it. Brilliant. Like I said, man, they need to hire us for creative.
But we'll say, Ari, we just booked like, oh, maybe like Finn is knocked out, and then like that asshole just like, you know what,
No,
pins
he
him 1, 2,
just
3.
freaking
But
got him.
meanwhile, it's like he's like setting Finn up for 619s. He's trying to.
I know. He's like, I'm gonna get this guy somehow. I gotta get him out of my way.
I love the detail at the end when he won. He ripped that Judgment Day shirt off and just like threw it to the side. He's like, you know what? It was his time. I don't know what happened, but like once the replays were done, it was like somebody gave him the Iggy like run back to the ring and pose on the ropes.
I said it. I'm like, everybody's like, oh, this is Finn's face turn. This was gonna be Dominic's face turn. Where they wanted, and that crowd went wild for him. They were cheering for him. He had to run back into the ring to celebrate. He's the face. That's it. Whether they want it or not, the fans will not let him not be a face.
Those are Finn's gloves in yellow.
Oh my God, mitts.
Yes, baseball sliding mitts.
I see what you're saying, all right, but I doubt it because after the show, like Dom's still playing heel. He's like, he's like, I don't know.
He's still gonna be the little sleaze bag, but the fans turned it around.
They loved him.
They don't want him to change the character because that's what they love.
I love the fact what he said in his post. He says, you know, I'm carrying 2 legacies with me. I'm carrying not only the Mysterio name, I'm also carrying the name of the Guerreros. And I felt that. Like, that shit was like really cool. Then he showed the Eddie shirt. He showed the thing. I was like, you know, you gotta hate the sniveling little prick, but he's fucking. I love it. I'm happy that it fucking happened for him.
I like that somebody put the side by side when Eddie had the same shirt on and holding the Continental title back in the day. That was beautiful.
Yeah, I will say just for one night that he definitely got the big ovation that he deserves.
Yeah, and he's gonna come out to it again tonight.
Oh yeah, hell yeah. But he'll talk and he'll boo the shit out of him.
Right, that's what I'm expecting.
But that's what they want to do. It's just that's like the what.
The only thing I do say is if they give him the "you deserve it" chance, then he'll turn around and he'll say, "You're damn right I did." Damn right I did.
You guys saw his little, I think it was the post show when who was it that what's his name, John whatever,
Joe Tessitore,
and he was like, yeah, you know, your father is a Hall of Famer, and he's like, and it's like, I'm just saying, like, you could be a Hall of Famer. So he's like, I could be a Hall of Famer tomorrow. I'm a 20-year veteran.
That was funny because Tom was going off. He's like, I did something like even my deadbeat father couldn't do.
He's so cute.
Joe's like,
great,
I'm sorry to like be a spoil sport on your little moment, but your father is a Hall of Famer. Just a bullshit. So.
I like when they did the 20-year vet because they had to do the call back to the I'm your poppy match.
Yeah. And what about that little golf cart that ran over the fan with him in it later after this?
Oh my God. Everybody seems to have accidents during this night, man.
Run over.
That's the only motor vehicle bullshit problem on the show.
That one looked pretty legit. The way that fan flew off the end of the golf cart, I was like, oh, that person's hurt.
No.
I thought his leg got caught under the wheels. I was like, that driver's losing his job.
That's the lawsuit, not the other one. That's the lawsuit.
Hold on.
So that match went 10:30. Great showing by all 4 men in that match. Was a fantastic match as well. But then now we can go to the bathroom and no, we can't. Because Jesus.
Because Randy was going to celebrate match. Randy was going to celebrate 20 years. He does an open challenge. The door's open. Who is it? Joe Hendry.
Oh my God, that was amazing.
We did not call this at all.
No, not even close. He was not on my radar at all. Not think about that. That was awesome. As soon as the door opened.
But to be fair, every time that we would say Joe Hendry for something, it never happens.
Never happens.
You know.
Well, we did say Royal Rumble, and that did happen.
Yes. Okay, but that was a layup. That was a gimme. That one was fine.
But if you would have told me the TNA World Champion would be in WrestleMania,
Wrestling Randy Orton.
Right.
The best was Randy's reaction because like everybody's doing the clapping. He's like, this is weird.
All right. I
Wave
love Randy so
your
much.
hands. So
Shout out to Randy with his gear though. Like his color scheme was his debut.
that was his debut one. Oh, I loved it.
That made me so sentimental to see that. Yeah.
Yeah, it was so awesome. He like everybody knows. I always say that my top 5 of all times is always moving. It always interchanges and stuff. It's always, my Bret Hart, my AJ's, my CM Punks and such. Randy is always on there as well. It's always fucking interchangeable with me. And Randy is such a huge statement for what perseverance and actually having the ability to change. He has grown not only as a wrestler but as a man through his
Yes, he has.
career.
But
Um,
at the end
shout
of
out
the
to Kim.
day, he's still silly Randy
Yeah,
from
shout out
back
to
in the day.
Kim got that magic because boy, she made him a changed man.
He
Boy,
calmed him
woo,
down because
woo.
she cracked that Italian Puerto Rican whip on him.
Listen,
This whole match went
New York.
3 minutes and 10 seconds, and
That's it.
here's
that's
all what
it.
happened.
It
Joe
felt longer.
hit the freaking major power slam. He did the big spot with the camera, smiled. RKO out of nowhere. 1,
That
2,
was
3.
awesome.
It's over.
Fantastic moment, but it felt like it was like a little over 5 minutes for me. Maybe because I was just enjoying it all so much.
Well,
And
then
then-
the spot
and
before
then-
where Joe was trying to give him with the choke set, and Randy was looking at him like, "Are you serious, bro?"
and then at the end,
Oh yeah,
Randy himself had to do the slow turn himself.
so great. He cracked himself up on that. He was like, "Wah."
It's beautiful, man. And this is he's one of those guys. I know that when that time comes, I'm gonna be fucking choked up because
Dude.
I'm gonna be like when Randy got to go. Oh,
I was there since he was still in OVW watching this guy and getting to know him, and he was such an awesome human being. People think he's a dickhead. He's really an awesome human being.
but yeah, like you said, this match only went 3:10, which is fine. We were pleased with what happened. Great outcome, and then we get the unfortunate. This one got hit with the bathroom break, but it's so unfortunate. Logan Paul versus AJ Styles, and God, this was another really good match for me, man. I fucking was like, once again, this fucking asshole shows up and he does his fucking job. Fucking Logan Paul did it again.
You know what the problem is?
I wasn't impressed with this match.
The thing for me on this one is that AJ has had a bunch of WrestleMania matches, and I hate to say, but none of them stand out. Like, this was just another one of those great AJ Styles matches, but in the long run, it's going to be, look what Logan Paul did. I mean, Logan was showing his ass off, but it's like, unfortunately, AJ, it's like, what is it with him in WrestleMania where like he's not pulling out 5-star classics? Like
it's because we've seen him do everything. Everything. He's
like,
done
of his life. It's harder for him to really get it.
Yeah, and even he says it himself. Like, what's that move? The spinal tap. He can't even do it anymore. Like he says, like. But even this is why I'm saying, even still, I thought this was a fucking great match as well. It's because whatever he still has in his arsenal, he fucking makes it work. I mean, like, I could say, you could say what you want. It's mediocre. It's whatever, middle of the road. But there's never a bad AJ match. I'm just sorry.
His mid match will still be better than most matches.
Right.
I'm
not saying like
better than most people's matches.
Like, I'm not saying all those WrestleMania matches are bad. I'm just saying, like, when you look at like he said, matches with Jericho, Edge, and Logan Paul, and this, it's just like they all are great, but not like spectacular.
Yeah.
And there's nothing that took it to the next level.
They feel like standard matches.
And this was a Logan Paul match where you had the little guy that comes out of fucking nowhere about to give Logan the knucks, and then a big arm comes across and it's Karrion Kross. I'm like, oh, okay. And then he's telling AJ, like, stop being the goody two shoes, fucking hit him, kill him.
I feel like they should have had AJ take the knuckles, use them with the win with it, but regret it immediately. Like, I can't believe I just did this to get the win.
Right.
Because AJ took the knucks and like threw him at the stairs.
I agree. Yeah, I agree.
He runs back in. Logan knockout punch, and then he hits his
Yeah.
impulsive finish, and 1, 2, 3.
But to say this though, the promo that Cross cuts
Oh my god!
later on and does the full explanation to say, we do this. This was our livelihood. The amount of funerals that I missed out. Beautiful,
Yeah.
beautiful fucking promo. I mean,
That
this is the
wasn't
reason
that
why.
wasn't Kerry, and that was Kevin.
That,
Yeah, he was cutting.
and
Shoot.
he said, "This is the reason why I wanted AJ to do it is because you got this part timer coming in, and oh my god, I was like, yo, I felt that. I was like, this
Mhm.
fucking guy." So everybody was sending me, and they would hit me up. They was like, "You think this is a shoot? I said it's bold.
Yeah.
I said
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
bold." And you know what? It doesn't hurt him. It's fucking awesome. I think it's
Oh,
great. And even Scarlett, when she introduced, usually you would sit there and be like, "Oh, girl, please shut up." No, she was on it too. And I was like, yo, this is fucking great. I love it.
Yeah, I love her line too. She's like, "Nothing. I've been doing this for 12 years, and I can do it better than most people."
She said, she said, we got 25 years combined in this business. I was like, holy shit, yo. This is
No offense,
fucking
Scarlett.
great.
Like, you're cute, but I think she stinks in the ring.
No,
I think she stinks in the ring. Every time I see her wrestle, I think she stinks.
I know. Let me tell you something.
I don't think she's good.
I've seen her wrestle shitbags, and she makes it look good. To me, but we haven't seen her wrestle in a while, so that's the other thing. So
I saw her wrestle at MLW when they were there, and she botched every move she did.
Listen, despite her in ring stuff, I will say for this promo that we're talking about with this carrying promo, it was interesting to hear her actually speak up, because most of the time she's the hot babe that's smiling or like laughing.
Mm-hmm.
Like when she spoke up, I was like, oh, okay, because. Let's be real here. These two have been booked so weirdly since they came back, where they get they are put together initially, like try to revamp what was done before. Then they give them two big knuckleheads, big muscle heads in Paul Ellering, and they don't do shit with them. And now they're back to square one. And now in a shoot work promo, they're pretty much like, listen, like enough is enough. Like we're tired of waiting around. Like give us what we want. Or give me a chance.
And the interesting is, I was talking with my friend Brandon about the promo and whatnot, and he actually just texted a little while ago that Carrion's contract is up this summer.
Yeah,
he mentioned that too. He said like the bullshit of my contract gets leaked on the internet. And nobody needs to know my goddamn business.
Love it. Remember, he's a Triple H guy. So
yeah.
And like I said, we've shot. He's another one that we've met, had conversations with, a really good guy, and he spoke highly of Triple H all the time, and what was it? A couple of months later, he got re-signed. It was fucking awesome. So
he was supposed to do a match with Low-Key Festival at the big Terminal 5 show, and then Triple H called him right back up, and back in WWE.
Right.
So hopefully, maybe we'll see the Summer of Cross. Maybe we saw the Summer of Punk. Maybe we'll see the Summer of Cross.
Something I feel like finally they're getting it right, because they're letting him just be him.
Yeah.
Not tarot cards and all that bullshit. Like, come on.
Get him in the
IC.
Get him in the IC or US title feeds, whichever show he lands on. Like right now he's positioned on Raw. Have him go.
He's on Raw.
Yeah. Let him chase that little shithead Dominic for the Intercontinental title. He's like, because when you go to
Carrion, right? Because they're gonna have the backlash match. You know that.
That's true.
Let them wrap up, and then he can go after. And I feel like at this point, Carrion eventually is going to be another one that's going to be forced into a face, whether he wants to be a face or not, because he's going to start showing his true colors, and people are going to really love it. Like, I'm starting to finally, jump on that bandwagon, because I finally seeing what I wanted to see from him.
I mean, he looks like a badass, but he's also funny as hell.
Yeah, he's hysterical.
Wow.
Yeah, don't let him get into his Jesse Ventura impression.
So good.
Next up, which ended up probably being everybody else's real bathroom break match for the women's tag team match. We have Liv Morgan, Raquel Rodriguez versus Lyra Valkyria, and a secret unknown partner. We all guessed it, right? We all believed it was Becky, right?
I will say first.
That's how uninterested I was about this whole match.
I want to bring up the fact that apparently Bayley.
Wait, Ari, what you say you was doing Sudoku? Like what?
I wanted to bring up the fact that Bailey is not even hurt. Like this was all storyline reasons, so it kind of sucks. It's like why book them? This is weird booking where it's like if you want to do the whole Becky Lynch returns, like why did you just tease it from the beginning? If Liv and Raquel were trying to go after Lyra, and then I was like, you know what, I have a friend and we'll meet you at WrestleMania. But
yeah, I don't like how they did this at all.
Like Bailey was an unused pawn that didn't need to be used.
Like you had. I don't know, man. It left a really bad taste in my mouth.
Well, I'll say this though: we'll see heel Bailey showing up soon enough. It's gonna happen again. So
I hope that they have to capitalize on this and have her come back. Like really?
Shut up, Michael Cole.
Oh my god!
I was like, ding dong.
Because the whole build up to all this was like they had them beat 5 established teams, and then they do this. Like it's great having Becky back. I mean, she technically got her revenge for Liv beating her in the summer.
Yeah.
So now Lyra has 2 belts. I mean,
she needs to drop that IC belt soon. I'm sorry.
Jesus, poor
hasn't done much with it.
Poor Lyra during that fucking press conference. My God, it wasn't even about her doing it. Shit, it was all about Baby Rollins. It was all about
little baby Rollins.
Little baby Rollins.
She's adorable.
But
and with this win, they now go to NXT and have to defend against Gigi Dolan and Tatum Paxley.
Oh, look at that! Yeah. So, this one went 840. It is what it is. I guess we got the new champs, Lyra Valkyria, and the returning Becky Lynch for the women's tag team titles, and then finally the main event.
Oof.
For the undisputed WWE Championship, we have the incumbents, Cody Rhodes, going up against Mr. Hustle, Loyalty, and Respect, John Cena, who came in with no fanfare. The lights were off, no Titantron. It was dark. He played the music.
Just his name in black and white.
Yeah, name in black and white.
I really like that touch.
It does, right? It would look good.
Like, you're not getting anything from me. That's it. You get nothing.
It was just so weird watching it because then I feel bad for the intern or whoever the stagehand that after John walked out, the woman walked out behind and tried to hide on the side.
Wait, we didn't talk about Steve Austin.
Oh, that's right. Sorry.
Yeah, talk about Steve Austin, right? Because that's probably the highlight of the night.
So Stone Cold missed the initial ramp the first time. Did you see the video of this?
Hilarious.
He missed a ramp and then he fucking runs into the barricade wall and there's a woman that's like maybe a couple feet away.
I think it was more like she was shocked because I mean you see the still of it, how the ATV is up in the air. And I'm like, I'd be a little terrified too if I was down there.
Came up, yeah.
Yeah, it was in the air, and Austin's kind of pitched forward. I would have been like, "Oh shit, this grown ass man's gonna slam into me."
And then Nick Khan comes out of nowhere, tries to check on her, make sure she's okay.
Nick Khan, I know.
So is it safe to say that Stone Cold might have been a little?
Oh, absolutely, and they made this man drive on pay-per-view.
He called the audience solid ass cats.
No, the funny part, he said, I can't assume what people say about attendance, so we're going to do our own head count. But I was crying. He's like, we're going to start here. 1, 2, 3.
You know that was a rib on Triple H and everybody that's in the production. Like, let me fuck around. But all right, when he said you were just a bunch of cool cats.
Solid ass cats.
That wasn't Steve Austin. That was Steve Williams.
Yeah, I was like, man, too bad he didn't bring Macho and Pancho with him. That would have been hilarious.
Speaking of seats, and how many were in the building? Speaking of seats, who was in the building? We were goofing on the whole night that people who had to sit in the set up there. I said, because with all the fucking firework and the pyro going off, and they're like, we pay good money for these tickets, right? Huh? The seats were good.
Eyebrows.
Yeah, the meat was good. I enjoyed the hot dog. You bought a dog? A hot dog. What kind? What?
Okay, we got it.
Ears completely blown out.
Shit.
was like,
It
what
was a cool concept, though. It was a cool
Yeah,
concept.
it was pretty deep. It was pretty cool to have that. But yeah,
But
we got
this was the first time they actually had people on the stage because they said it was like VIP sitting.
yeah, you would have to be shit. So for the announcement was what 124 over 124,000 for both nights.
Which is so funny because so many of them were just double nice, same person in the same seat.
And shit.
Yeah.
They flick with those numbers. Like it's 2 people. It's the same person both nights.
No. We count. The turnstile. We don't count tickets. We count who come through the turnstile. Whatever.
I mean, compared from there was like a 3,000 overturn from night 1 to night 2. So
some fucking usher is hitting it with the turnstile, like
I'm telling you, man.
pulling on the turnstile more.
Counting everybody.
So Cena comes out for pretty much just nothing. It was. I was gonna say because he's doing the slow walk. He has the top behind his head, but you still hear the do 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 do.
It would have been cool if he would have came out to no song.
Wait, like silence.
Silence.
Oh, who did that? Wasn't that
Ciampa?
Oh, was it Ciampa?
Ciampa did, and he was just bathing like "fuck you, Ciampa, fuck you, Ciampa."
Oh,
I could do a Don Callis thing, just a drone sound.
Right? Oh man, I thought Jack Perry did it too at one point. I thought he did it.
Oh yeah.
Silence. Yes, he did.
But then Cody came out with his BMX entrance.
So weird.
Right? That was weird.
And then the skull opens up and you see his face.
Yeah, the Iron Man. The Iron Man.
That was so cheesy.
That was pretty much it. It was like peekaboo. Like, hello.
The Keith hits me up and he's like, "Yeah, I think I saw that on TikTok. You could buy that same mask on TikTok." I was like, "Real?"
Party City.
I was like, "Oh shit."
Oh my god.
But the match itself, I mean, I didn't expect much. I mean, Cena was giving him the business most of the night. Like he
looked good.
Yeah. He
looked good.
I mean, look. I mean, you point in the chase like he needs a tan.
Yes,
yeah, I did.
He does, but now that he had the skin cancer, now we know why he doesn't get tan anymore.
Right. Yeah, and because I was like, ooh, that's a certain shade of Sheamus you got going on there.
You could put a little, bronzer on.
Bronzer, yeah, you can do bronzer. Yeah. That's a certain, that's a different kind.
That's all.
You look like Trump. By the way, did they boo Dana White?
Yes, they booed him every time they showed him on the screen. Every time he popped up, they went boo. Even all the UFC fighters like Daniel Cormier, Colby Covington, they all booed him. Every UFC person they booed.
Well, that's interesting. I wonder if it's because they're based in Vegas or because they believe they're assholes. I wonder.
Both.
But the match itself, like I said before, the stupidity happened. The match was fine. I was vibing with it. I was in it. And then we hear the WrestleMania theme music and out comes fucking Travis Scott. And I'm like, really? Out of everybody, this is what we're doing?
Hold on, pause. At this point, when he comes out, are you expecting for him to go like let's go, and then the Rock comes out?
Yeah, exactly. And then you just realize it's just him.
When the fucker kept walking down, I said, "No, please, no, don't tell me."
The whole time I'm sitting here by myself, like, "Where's the Rock? Where's the Rock? Where's the Rock?"
Right.
He said Hawaii bullshit. No, he's here. He's in Vegas.
Like he's gotta be coming out somewhere. Where is he?
I told the guys, I said, listen, I'll be 49 in July.
Right.
I can still beat up Travis Scott. And
I can beat up Travis Scott.
I think for me, it's just like the visual of him walking down and he has the stupid replica hardcore belt. And it's like does somebody let the fan come down the ramp and nobody gives a fuck about
exactly what
this?
he looked like. A mark in the audience that jumped onto the
exactly.
And then him and Cena start doing double teams or trying to.
It was so bad. I was laughing though because you see John tell him stay on the apron until he tell her to come in.
Right. Because probably after Elimination Chamber, like tell this asshole what to do.
Do not touch him.
And even still, I'm going, Cody. You should let him hit you because then you win. It's a disqualification, right?
Mm.
Meanwhile,
But
that ref
Right.
in the corner is looking
Oh
at
yeah,
all of
he took the
this.
bump.
he
He
took
took
one
the
bump
bump.
and then
Oh,
he got back up again, and then he was there for it. I was like, okay, and then what?
Ugh.
So then we got the shenanigans. Cody hits Travis Scott with a crossroads. They
yeah.
toss,
Terrible one too.
and finally we get Cena hits Cody with a low blow after he tells him to hit him with the belt.
Right.
He
Yeah.
won't hit him. Won't hit him. Like I said, he should have hit him. He'd have
He was
DQ'd
all
him.
like,
He'd have hit
oh.
the championship.
That annoyed me because that was them trying to tell a story at this point in the match. I'm like, bro, we're about to hit 20 minutes. Now you want to start telling stories?
I know.
Yeah.
I was like, you fuckers. And then low blow, belt shot, and then that's it.
It's like, stop being such a goody two shoes, dude. Just hit him.
And it's over. That quick. It was done.
Mm-hmm.
21 minutes, 40 seconds in, we get your new champ. And for the 17th time, breaking the quote unquote Ric Flair record, John Cena is our, I don't know, our champ for now, until the year is up, or who knows how long he'll have it.
Yeah,
Um,
that's a long time.
yeah, yeah.
Because it's my brother and I were having this conversation. He's like on the fence about it. And he's like, who's he gonna feud with next? And is he gonna start defeating all these up and coming? Like he's gonna defeat Priest and Drew and
I think this year is going to definitely be like the one last stand matches. So I think like Randy would be first for St. Louis, then Punk and Money in the Bank, then because I think at the end of this, I know I'm afraid of what the reaction might be, but I think Cody gets the belt back by December.
That's
Cody, because I
that's
think
what they were
that's.
saying. Mhm.
But I'm not mad Cena won. I think all of us pretty much said Cena should win this.
I'm not mad.
Yeah,
either.
yeah, we're not mad at
Just
it.
that
It's the way that it was done.
the
Like,
match
Weird.
sucked. The match overall sucked. This
It
was
was
not a good.
another standard match, but
Not a good
some
standard,
people were
though.
saying, a lot of people were saying like he said, you get nothing, so he's not gonna put his all in a match. He's like, fuck these fans. I'm just here to win this belt. I'm not gonna give the fans what they want. I'm just here to win this belt.
well, you know, it's funny because I
That's
didn't.
a tough call to make.
Did you
But
hear? Did you hear Triple H's this explanation about Cena as well? That like he says for many years he did everything what the fans wanted. You know, he went, he kissed the babies, he went to the Make a Wishes. Even when you booed him, he still stood strong and stood for hustle, loyalty, and respect. He was doing all that and put a smile on his face, but probably on the inside, he was mean and grimacing in all inside. Because now you get Cena and it's the reverse. Now you get him grimacing and mean on the outside, and he's going to be loud and happy on the inside, and he's not going to play by your rules.
He's enjoying trolling the fans right now.
Yeah, yeah. Oh my God, the fucking press conference was hilarious. And when he's,
Oh, you want the headline?
That's a very
that sounds like a generic clickbait question that you have there.
right.
Yeah, I'm going to pass on that. Next question.
No, he left. He got up and left. Remember?
No, he did it 3 times.
He did it 3 times. Oh, okay. I saw that one last segment where he's like, "This is what you're gonna get."
Yeah, and then after the fourth question, he goes, "On Monday, I'm going to ruin wrestling."
Then there was
Okay, John Moxley.
then they had asked Triple H a question. He goes, "You know what? That sounds like a very much of a clickbait question." So he didn't call back on it.
Rolled to man.
I mean, I just want to say this because I went to this match. I was like, listen, you had the Rumble, he had Chamber. There's a bunch of people working around him, but this was a singles match that he hasn't had in a while. Come on, I'm trying to be serious, asshole. Fuck you.
Hey, what's wrong?
This match, I just hated this match. It's like the one with Theory sucked. Solo Sikoa, you sucked. It's like this is not the same John Cena from 10 years ago that can still go.
Obviously,
He went halfway. I mean, it's like it's not the same John Cena.
But it's like, but honestly though, did he go halfway though? Because we just mentioned earlier, we said it earlier. He looked good. He did look good.
I thought he was great. He wasn't blown up.
There was a move that he did, and I was like, "Oh shit! Hey, Cena, you pulled that one out." I was like, "Okay."
He looked good.
But you know, it's not the typical Cena finisher that you would always believe that you would get. We didn't get that.
And we don't have the same Cena now. He's not
Right.
the face. He's this heel who doesn't want to give the fans what they want anymore.
And fucking
And that's fine.
And I'm
With
a fuck up Cody,
character-wise.
and that's how it is. He literally said, "You get nothing," and they got nothing.
Right.
And
And then
Cody
the aspect
Cody
of
got
this.
booed out the building. Cody got booed out the building.
When he blocked the knuckle shuffle, he blocked it. He got booed. I was like, ooh.
When he kicked out of the super attitude adjustment and another attitude adjustment, kicked out of it, and they booed.
Dude.
Right. And then also the other thing I hate about this was that, like, the whole where's Rock? Like I think that's the annoying thing about this whole story too, is that where's the Rock? Why is John Cena one with the Rock? Like
and it's like, we knew the possibility of him not being at Mania. We knew that there was a possibility. They had said it from the beginning. He may not be able to make it. But at the very least, give us the indication that he was not going to be there for real. Like, he was not going to be able to make it. Like, somehow, like have Cena come out in a promo and say, like, he won't be here.
Well,
when they didn't acknowledge him at all to the build up for any of this, like, it was like they
eliminated him altogether.
Well, all the fingers that he's been showing up, he showed you this, the middle finger. Fuck you with all your finger fucking your belief and what you think is gonna happen. Fuck you.
I just feel like maybe Cena during one of the promos should have been like, "I'm doing this alone."
Thank you.
Yeah, and then like then maybe Travis came out and was like, okay, but still like whatever.
Well, you know what? Have Cena say, Rock made me realize something, like, and then whatever he made me realize, like I don't need you people. Like, I need to be who I need to be. Something.
But he needed. I think the actual obvious acknowledgement that The Rock would not be there should have been made somehow, some way.
I forgot somebody had said. They said WWE has now pigeonholed themselves because now in this storyline you are now put the storyline in The Rock's hands, in which you didn't want to, because you've often hear the stories that he comes in last minute. Write what you need to write for me. Put me out there. I'll cut a 30-minute promo. Take all the time that I want. Everybody pops, and then it's left to what it is. Now, it's like we were waiting for it, and it didn't happen. So now,
1,000% agree. If this fucker shows up, he's ruining something.
Right. So,
and he's ruined this. For me.
We're gonna see, man. I want to see how this goes and plays out, because when they asked John Cena once again about his association with The Rock and how it was never explained, and his answer was, "That sounds like a clickbait question." But as always, guys, thanks for checking in here with Turnbuckle Tabloid. Make sure you check us out on all the social media outlets. Make sure you check us out on all the podcasting outlets. 501. This will be on the 501 episode of Turnbuckle Tabloid. Big things coming out here. And for all you guys on the socials, on Facebook, on our Facebook group, we are approaching 1,000. We are about, I think, 35 away from 1,000 on our group chat. So guys, let's get it going. Let's get it motivated. We're climbing and getting there. Make sure you tell everybody to share and be a part of that. And as always, make sure you check out our guys at New York Wrestle Media, and as of course on History and Headlocks. Guys, what's the IG again?
NYWM_History Headlocks.
Good. Every day you guys are getting a history lesson, because they are posting what has happened on said dates on this day in history, and as well as upcoming stuff, episode coming out soon. So make sure you guys follow them and check them out.
Mike, now we got to sit down and discuss who gets the spotlight from me.
Absolutely. I'm waiting for you on that answer.
Hey, we gotta talk, because I want your opinions too, buddy.
Yeah, my head is spinning because I was just agreeing so violently with Jay about the Rock thing. Like, holy shit!
You guys get in your battles in the back room. I'm gonna go and get ready for Raw, because I got to see what happens. Oh, and I'm calling out of work. Don't tell anybody. All right, guys. As always, check you guys in a sec. In a sec.
2, 1, 0. All engine running. Liftoff.
Sit, turn type, sit. Good boy. Ruff.